Offense getting set for first down.
42, spike.
He's going to pass. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Looking for a man. It's Shuck. Fires to the right. He's got it. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Now on first down for this offense. He wants to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Hit as he throws. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Feeling some heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Looking deep. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers. taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And I get it. You want to start fast, take the life out of this home crowd. But when you're the road team and you start the game with an onside kick, that is a little bit crazy, a little bit aggressive. And when you don't get it, now you've created all the momentum for the home team and great field position.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Warren. They're setting up the screen. Nice move to keep running. Makes the grab, and it's enough for... before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the ground with the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Across the 25, he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Using his legs, it's Edwards. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Hand off from the shotgun. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a man. It's Orji. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Fires to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Cook. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the 1st drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. And after 1, we're tied 0-0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. At the 35, he's loose. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down. He's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed. So hard to stop.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires to the middle. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Buys a little extra time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Dropping back, it's Orji. He's got his man. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. try to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Coming after it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quarterback checking the play. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Looking to throw, it's Orji. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Missouri! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type.
Running toward the tape. Great move there. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. A great catch and run for 6. Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. The give to the back. At the 35, he's open. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. They'll give it to him again. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
Quarterback will audible. Dropping back, it's Cook. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. He'll take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Complete out of the backfield. And he will be stopped short or stop himself short of the line to gain. What was he thinking there? Line gets set, 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Edwards. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
The back goes in motion. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. Got room on the return. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Tigers.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the 1st half, going for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the 2nd quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm, and this passing game can continue to heat. Out in the
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And he made the extra point without problem. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way. Touchdown, Michigan! And the defense doing work. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll throw it on first down. Rifles it down the middle. A full dive to haul that one in. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. He'll take another shot here. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up for the PAT. And it's perfect. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to move it through the air. Sends it downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to take a shot. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Manning. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this. He wants to take the top off. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Quarterback checking off. To the air on first down. Might be looking to run. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. He's moving out of the pocket. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Snags it. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. On first and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. Back to pass, it's Cook. Extending the play. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in a goal to go situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up big.
Finds his man. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with a running game on third down? They'll try to blast their way in. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, the offense just trying to be physical down here at the 1-yard line, trying to run the football into the end zone, but they just got beat up front, now setting up fourth.
And as they come to the line of scrimmage, they're passing on the field goal. But look, worst case scenario, you don't get it here, they're backed up in their own end. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
He looks short of that play, and the quarterback sneak is such an easy play, and you trust it because the quarterback gets the ball right away. But that defensive line was having none of it. Failed fourth down. Big-time stop for this defense.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They've got it first and 10 from the 25. He'll try the left side. At the 35, he's got room. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's first and 10 from the 34. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fifth.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On fourth down, flexing that muscle in the run game. The Wolverines brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the third. They go to the ground. Oh, he dropped it! Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David, getting stopped on fourth and going to take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks, and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball. And you can tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! They've got the lead here in the 4th. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To throw, it's Cook. They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Missouri!
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. Looking for blockers. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On the ground, it's Edwards. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. 3rd down and 1, and this is why they call it a gut check. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Orji. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. Big play for this offense as they get into the 32.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in front.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. 4th down, gotta have it here. Throws to the tight end. Finds his man, and they convert.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Guys, this is the kind of finish we hope for. Tie game. Offense with a chance to grab the lead in the waning moments. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense calls a timeout to put together a strategy. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Touchdown, Michigan! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line. When you're trailing, you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Powell. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash, one team hoping to make a giant statement. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Great job there by the receiving team, right? You got your opponent here on the road. You're not caught off guard on the opening kick of the game. You're able to fall on it, and now your offense has the ball in great field position. You have got to make them pay for that gamble.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to...
Got it inside the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football, and they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Coming out with it, it's Ballard. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. First down for this offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to go up top on first down. Getting some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
To the air, it's Howard. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Mark Madison.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. On to attempt to try. Right down the boulevard. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. This guy's seriously not going to go for it this close to his own end zone. I mean, he does have a punter, doesn't he? On fourth down, trying to find his man. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's James. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The inside handoff. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the 1st down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast. It always starts with the ground.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Gabriel. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got twirled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball.
Gonna let it fly. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Ohio State. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Gabriel. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 20.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
A first down run on the doorstep. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's second and goal. Defense in press coverage. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick setting up fourth down.
Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On fourth and goal, no thought of the field goal. They'll go for the touchdown. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Lining up to add another. Smashes it through for the PAT. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it. And now we'll see if they... He lost it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Oregon. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ballard. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Right down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, going up top. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. Caught over the middle. It's Henderson. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the flag, it's 1st and 5 for the offense. Wants to throw, it's Howard. Throws for the tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires it. It's complete. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. This dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they finished it off with a score from the 4. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's low. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to throw, it's Gabriel. Trying to make magic with his feet. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
Wants to throw on third. They're trying to get to it. Complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. They'll throw it on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The run to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking to pass. It's Gabriel. Lets it fly. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fair catch called for and made. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
He fires a bullet to the right. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Scanning the field, it's Howard. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Boy, he almost finished this half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Catch in the middle, it's Tate. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks, and you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year, year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Hands it off. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's Howard. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Looking to scramble. Throw toward the sidelines is caught. Bounds and incomplete. Second down coming. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Got his man downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're going to throw it again. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on second and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And they tacked on the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's low. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Back to throw, it's Gabriel. Coming after him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The number one job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not. But my number one job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on fourth down. No dice. Offense now set up in easy position to get a score.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Makes the grab. It's Scott. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got him this time.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Dropping back, it's Howard. Buys a little time. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He's looking for an open man on second down. Gets it out fast. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The pressure ramps up on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Looking to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He's looking to throw it. He's going to take off. Finishes the run with the slide.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. To the air, it's Gabriel. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quick strike complete. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same.
He'll take the deep shot. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's low. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Gabriel. Got his man on the right. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field. But really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pocket starts to collapse. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
trailing and getting deep in the game. They'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football 4th down. Great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get...
He lobs one high down the left side. And he holds it in at the 25. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's low. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out in the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive. What a job to lay out and make the catch. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. A strike downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is of the essence, just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Buckeyes will try to run out the clock in this final minute. Gonna run it. It's Henderson. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. Going for it all. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That play could not have happened at a better time if you're this defense. You're trailing by 1 possession. You need to find a way to steal it, and they get the interception. Here we go. An opportunity now to at least go down and tie the game.
Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
That is a big-time play right there. And this defense, they have their hands full tonight with this guy. Wherever he's lined up, he's been winning on these routes. He's been doing it with speed. And right there, he shows you the acrobatics and the athleticism.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Trying to get to it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. After the big first down sack, it's second down. Looking for a man. It's Gabriel. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by this defense. You go dime package. Why? Because you know the offense is going to throw the football. Great job matching up. More skilled players on more skilled players. More speed on the field to defend the pass.
This is a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the ball is intercepted. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you've got to score, you've got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big time mistake. This one might cost him.
From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Catch in the middle. It's Scott. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. A first down for the offense. He wants to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
So that's going to do it for us. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on another SEC rival, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. Coming out with it, it's Selden. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
First and 10.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, that wasn't the start they were looking for on offense. They're trying to be aggressive, first play of the game, and throw it. Bad decision by the quarterback, though, leads to an INT.
They're bringing heat. On target. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Kentucky right back to the line. Going to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Looking to throw, it's Vandergrift. Looking for the score. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. He wants to throw it. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the incompletion brings up a second down. They'll run play action. He's going up top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a...
He's going for a big play downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And he'll need to show off some leg strength 58 yards out and trying to bend it in from the right side. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good, still down by 6. Dropping back, it's Vandergrift. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Used the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Timeout called by... Now they just have one remaining in the half. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Getting some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Trying play action. Pressure coming. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already... Gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Looking to throw, it's Vandergrift. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
And this one splits the uprights. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Selden. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And the Volunteers line up to punt it away. They'll immediately call timeout. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position.
Looking for the end zone. And that pass is intercepted.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Volunteer! And with the extra point, they're now down 9-7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Now on second down. Looking downfield, it's Vandergrift. Lets it fly deep downfield. He took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, going to the air. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Offense in an empty set. Going up top on first down. Throwing right. It's complete. Got room at the 35. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Now adjusting. He will step out of... For the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Vols are threatening in the red zone. Comes out throwing on first down. Feeling some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on fourth down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Off the play fake. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got him downfield. All kinds of running room. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Kentucky.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets to his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. He'll try to do it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Vols will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to pass on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Vols! And how about this offensive show so far?
Man, a lot of times you see the way people close halves, the way people close games goes so far in determining who wins. Nice execution by this offense late in the first half. Now they're just an extra point away from having the lead going into halftime.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The Volunteers will boot it away to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
He spins that thing down the middle. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. He's able to jump and throw and pick it up.
2nd down coming up. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Dances away. He'll pull it down. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Now on 1st down from the 30. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It's loose. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Trying to find his man on first down. That's caught. It's White. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense just... fumble and securing it.
And your offense, you're talking to each other the whole time. Look at the score. Understand the situation. We got a chance to go up by 2 scores. We got a chance to put this ball game away. We have to hold on to the football. 2 hands. Make sure I go to the ground with that thing in my possession. It's a big mistake that could cost them big.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Looking at a 2nd and short now. Quarterback checking the play. Back to throw. It's BabyGreg. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Kentucky going quickly. They'll throw it on first down. He uncorks one deep. Makes the catch down the right side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to go up top on first down. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different.
And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And, guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. To the air, it's BabyGreg. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw him, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback will audible. From the gun. He wants it all. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. The snap sets up the throw. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Tennessee 17.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Gets down at the last possible second to avoid getting lit up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Caught close to the marker, it's Sampson. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. He's going to pass. Scrambling away. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Throws for the tight end. He makes the catch. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Coming after it. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. To the air, it's Iamaleava. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown, Tennessee. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Number 3.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 2 here in the 4th. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year, and this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded, and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other or against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talking going on, not just between players, but the fans, their families, coaching staffs. This is a game that's going to get talked about for an entire...
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Rebels will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the offense on first down. On the run, it's Durham. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Wants to fire on second down. He's going for the big play. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Pocket starts to collapse. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Moves around to clear up the vision. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Then they strike first. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw. It's Dart. Hauls it in. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Rebels. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the cut. Guy and let him do the rest.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponents. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
They'll run it to the right. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Trying to get to it. Forced out of the pocket. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Running to the left. He breaks a tackle. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
The score tied 7-7.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown LSU! What a grab and go for the score.
This is a running back who is versatile. His catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Got it in the middle. It's Lee. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Got it on the outside. It's Parrott.
First down.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Dialing up a second down pass play. Snagged in the middle. It's Watkins. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
And man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted, the coverage is big.
And the heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gets rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Davis. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollock.
It's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They're going to run it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Scanning the field, it's dark. Steps away. On the move, he fires. Got a wide open receiver. Open runway ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He gets it in there again, scored the touchdown, got the 2. He's doing his part to mount the comeback. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First down here for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Got his man quickly. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Right. 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
He'll pull it down and run. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Bad news for the defense. They gave up a first down on a scramble. Good news, though, they got a lick on that quarterback. That is a dream shot for anybody on defense. So, yeah, you might have made a good play individually. Good job, bud. Attaboy. You might get a helmet sticker for that, but you're also going to be in the ice bath after the game.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To the air, it's Nussmeier. They're bringing heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's going to run it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
It would have been a 54-yarder if they'd tried the field goal. Instead, they'll try to convert on 4th and short. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The RPO, it's complete. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side, 51 yards out. And it's no good. The lead is still 6 after the miss. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. They're just about ready to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Davis. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second.
It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Back to throw, it's Dart. Going for it all. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll just keep slinging it. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, 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 please bring it back. Bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you do, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. You've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. Getting some heat. And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. Past the 10. Touchdown, Rebels! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Anderson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you take.
Going for the big play. Makes the catch down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count.
Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
Wide out in motion. Trying to barge their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Fair catch, called for and made. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Dropping back, it's Dart. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry up. He's back to throw on second down. With the catch, it's Parrish. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And, man, this quarterback is on fire this drive. They've run 5 plays offensively. He's thrown it all 5 times. He's 5 for 5, and now he has him down here on the goal line. Why not go 6 for 6 with a tutty?
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Man, did he show some pops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
They want to throw it. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
LSU 27.
He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The give out of the gun. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Ole Miss 28.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. To the air, it's Nussmeier. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for the big play. It's complete. A huge pickup. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
He's got it. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Hand off from the shotgun. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. On the run, it's Durham. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing into second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Durham. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Forward. He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bentley. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking for a man. It's Dart. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. Grabbed over the middle. It's Watkins. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Comes out throwing on first down. Pressure coming. The sure hands. It's Watkins. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down. Stops the clock and has them on the move trying to get the late score. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Parrish. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that clock is ticking. That clock is ticking big time. I want to take shots down the field. I want to save my timeouts, and I want to try to get out of bounds here with the clock ticking down and us trailing by a score.
They keep attacking through the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? He's got it.
And I don't know how the offense was able to come up with that one, guys, but fourth and long, and they find a way. Everybody on defense had their eyes on the quarterback, but he was still able to just give his guy a chance, put it near his body. He makes a phenomenal effort and grab, and they keep the drive alive.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Dart. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, no mystery here. Third in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He fires one deep over the middle. He makes a grab. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it.
Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A two-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? You want to go for it? It's your decision.
And now they've decided to go for two. A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided right here. Looking for a man. It's Dart. It's incomplete. And the try for two and the attempt to take the lead does not work in the final seconds. Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Got room to work. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Got have to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Stands in and takes the hit. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more, and it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so